Steve, apparently science has unearthed a fossil that they believe is now the proof of a missing link that man evolved from primates. All of a sudden they have a new set of truth and facts to back up the old ones that no longer are truth and facts. Your thoughts on that?
I thought Carrot Top was the missing link. I thought we had discovered this quite a long time ago.
He looks a little missing linkish.
I think that when people want to really believe something, they will concoct any reality whatsoever so that it will at least be, true to a point. I guess scientists describe that as cognitive dissonance. And I think you see that with the guy who says, well, my wife's packed on a few lbs, we don't make it as much as we used to, and that hottie in the cubicle next to me, she really wants it, and am I not entitled to that? Or the woman who says, well, my husband doesn't pay enough attention to me, and that guy at his mom's house next door who has no job, he really cares about my hopes and fears, so I should probably let him into my pants. We concoct all kinds of realities that we want to be true. If you don't want to believe that you're accountable to something beyond yourself, that, as Russell Crowe says in the movie Gladiator, what we do in life echoes through eternity, and that there are real-world, eternal repercussions for the decisions that you make in this life, on this planet. If you don't want to believe that, then you will absolutely find yourself your own little personal fantasy island to live on, and you'll just concoct an alternate reality so that you don't have to deal with that question and those kinds of issues. The problem is, though, John, if you do that, we will all be dead much longer than we were ever alive. And hell is hot and forever. And you may end up having maybe an aisle seat reserved for you in the eternal smoking section if you continue to lie to yourself.
It was a cute little monkey.
It was. I kind of took a look at it. I thought it was interesting. And, what's funny is, remember when these were thousands of years, millions of years? Now it's hundreds of millions of years. We'll just keep pushing the numbers back until we get the desired outcome. Because what we're talking about here, John, isn't science. And this idea that science is the objective truth that we measure everything else by. Science until 2 years ago said Pluto was a planet for like 70 years. And then they had a meeting, got together and said, we think maybe it's a moon. Okay, so do we have 8 planets in the solar system? Do we still have 9? I guess if your textbook was printed before 2003, we have 9. If it's been printed since, we have 8. You're going to base your whole life off of an evolving standard like that? Science has said all kinds of things that after further testing and further hypotheses and further experimentation determined, maybe we had that one wrong. For a long time, Carl Sagan said the universe is all there ever was, all there ever will be, and all there ever is. It's the constant. Well, along comes astrophysics and astrobiology and says, no, the universe had a definite beginning and it's going to end up having a definite end, which then, of course, begs which question, John? If it had a beginning, what started it? If it has an end, what ends it? See, those are philosophical premises. And what these people really don't want to debate is philosophy. This has nothing to do with science. It is a materialistic philosophy that says the only reality is what I can see, touch, and feel, because that way I'm ultimately accountable to no one other than myself.